like divide and conquer. That's how you do it. You want to do this?
Do what?
Send us in.
I did. What,
send us in, dude. Come on, send us in.
I'm trying to get you to do it perfect because when I do it, it always works perfect. So I'm just. I already know how to do it.
Welcome everybody to hopefully a great episode. Who knows? With me at the helm, apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly. All right, everybody. I want to start off by welcoming you to Tuesday. It's a great day. It's certainly not a busy day for all of us. I guess just him.
Push back on all of this.
Check it out. We got some new digs here. We're gonna throw a couple of these out to you guys.
Yeah.
A little Tigerwear collab. Kyle's been designing a bunch of stuff. Shout out to Pate Smith and Pate Smith Law for supporting paintball. And that's a big factor. Oh, that's what we're missing. You know what? I was like, what is different here? I'm missing something. And that's the shout out to our sponsors down below. I was wondering what changed out here.
Oh yeah, it was a little.
I was like, I can't quite put my finger on what looks different. Anyway,
What the heck's in here?
bombs, guns. No, those are our
bombs and guns?
both bombs and guns.
Nuclear launch codes?
Those are our Wi-Fi routers that never worked.
Oh.
No, but I appreciate the help there.
We look kind of professional with the same shirt on.
We do. This is I like it. This is a nice weight too.
Thanks.
High quality t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to
I don't mess around.
No, I do. My closet is filled with low quality clothing, as you know.
That's how I like to give you some free stuff.
So what's up, everybody? Again, going through the run through here. We got a great show for you guys. Really excited. Yes, I saw that Decay of Nations. Jason Knapp, you're welcome for the jacket. Congratulations on that. Ben, I'll see you there again at Decay. See everybody at Decay of Nations. Who's going to be there? Chili Borad's in the house. That's also what it is. I need to move this over here and that over there. I need to make the screen a little bigger because I'm getting old.
Jacob, I just made these shirts for Pate Smith. I'm not sure what he's going to do with them or if we're going to make some more. We do have like 5 or 6 maybe to give away down here. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'll have to talk to Pate and see if he wants to make some more.
Yeah, so as a reminder, if you are a show supporter, like everybody's names who you see in green, sure, I just saw your name on Kyle's computer. Money Mike, Chris Almendinger, Nick SLOWIAK right there. We got William Aguilar, BB Shady, or BBY Shady, Jason Motto, Bobby Kramer. All of you are, and everybody else who I didn't
BBL Shady?
Camille Shady.
BBL.
BBY Shady, Bobby Kramer, all of you guys, your names get put onto the wheel of names. Bobby Kramer knows it; he sees that, and you guys could win awesome prizes like shirts like this. We've got prizes from our sponsors, BFP Gear. We've got prizes from our sponsor, Gen X Global. We're giving away pod caddies, water bottles, barrel blockers. Almost said it wrong again. And pods. He's hooked us up with numerous different cool giveaways for everybody. So a big shout out to our sponsors. Big shout out to Gen X and Arfon for always hooking it up. And if you win a prize on the show, you're getting some nectar from the boys. We're actually running low on nectar, so if you guys are watching, go ahead and we're gonna need some more of this stuff.
That's a bold move. You must not be afraid of mosquitoes anymore.
I am very
Sandals?
I'm very afraid of mosquitoes. It's just gotten a little cooler out, and I got worked last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By mosquitoes?
By mosquitoes.
Wait, wasn't that when Rainey was going? I think I'm getting bit.
Yeah.
Oh, so
there is I'll kill a mosquito here and there, and these things are so big they're like pterodactyls. And they're plump. And so they've just been hibernating, and they hide in here. And then I bombed this garage multiple times. We just can't get rid of them.
Are mosquitoes good for
Anything? No.
No. Anything in the world?
No, they just feed. Well, they feed them and flies. They feed spiders and other insects. That's it. They're just food, and they suck. They really do. So anyway, back to that. If you guys want to join, look at that. Nectar just texted. Let's see what it says. Okay, roger that. Heard you loud and clear. We'll bring some down to you tomorrow. Yeah, you can just bring it to Decay this weekend.
Yeah.
Bring it to Decay this week. Kyle, are you gonna come up there and play some big games?
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know. I was going to, because Oliver keeps saying come out.
Yeah,
But
dude, if you're
we'll see.
there, you know,
Yeah.
you just gotta like, dude, go out there, shoot 1,000 people, and just call it a day.
I didn't think we had TJ Bastard's practice this weekend, but it just got scheduled for Sunday, which I think is when they do the one-on-one, which I wanted to watch.
No, they're doing the one-on-one both days. So
Oh,
there's the main event one-on-one where it's the actual tournament one, and then they're doing the. I get them wrong all the time, so just give me a second here. It's the duel and the joust, and one of them is like a team version of it, and then the other one's a one-on-one like long series match. So the match and the tournament aspect of it is on Sunday, and then the other one is on Saturday. I will be generaling that with Maddie Marshall on Team Glorious.
And which day is that?
That's on Saturday, but
Yeah.
that's like it goes from like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. or like
So
9
they're
to 10.
doing
It's
some
only like
of
an hour
that,
and a half.
like the duel.
Yes.
Which is the one-on-ones.
Yes.
That goes both days.
No, it's just one day. So
Yeah,
one's
that's what
one
I'm
day,
saying.
and then the other's
I
the
wanted
other
to
day.
watch that.
The main one, the main event.
Yeah, the one-on-ones,
Yeah.
not the group one-on-ones.
Okay. Then the one you're talking about, which is I'm sure everybody's joust is team, duel is one-on-one. So
Yeah,
the duel
the
will be
duel.
happening on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what's
Okay.
unfortunate. I think.
But come up on Saturday anyway, because then you can be part of the joust. You can hang out with Oliver, and then you could play a
Maybe,
little. You can
maybe.
play in the woods, dude. I'm gonna find this video. I'm gonna show it to you guys before the day's over, just because if I can, I can give you guys just a little glimpse into my world there out at the big games. But I don't know how you get into videos here on this thing. Where are the videos? I got the new phone and they changed everything on it, so I have no idea. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to show you guys just a little action from last year, and maybe entice a couple of you guys to kind of come out here and sign up. Then next weekend, so after this weekend, I will be in Chicago, Paintball Explosion for Clowns vs. Zombies on Saturday. I'll be hosting a clinic. If you are a Dynasty Champions Club member, you get entry into that for free with entry into the event, the main event. You also get a discount on your entry for both of them. If you're a Dynasty Champions Club member, you get a discount on entry to both of the... here it is. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm going to send this to the computer. To both events, to both big games, you also get a bunch of other cool stuff. We actually have... we have signups happening this week and next for the Dynasty Champions Club Q4. We've got a lot of really cool gifts already lined up for everybody. Some of which are hiding in the background. One's glowing right here. I might actually show you what that thing is here in a little bit. But we're gonna give that away this quarter. It's gonna be like a really killer collectible. Just a little Easter egg. And then also next month we're gonna be giving one of the Dynasty Champions Club members a build your own force experience. So if you're one of the Dynasty Champions Club members and you win on the wheel, we spin the wheel just like we do with you guys, you're going to pick out and choose what you want your own V2 force to look like. We've given one away the last couple of years, and it's a really cool experience. You even have the opportunity to go to Field 1 out in San Jose and build the force with Alex and Yosh. So it's a really cool experience that we have available, and that's exclusively to Dynasty Champions Club members. And then we also have a World Cup VIP experience. Not sure where the VIP tent is going to be, but last year it was in the back of Field 1 in HORMESIS. So it was like our own little hangout spot. We were doing game plans. We were like just hanging out with everybody. We had a 10-man going. So it was a really cool, really, really fun time. So we appreciate everybody's support who is a part of the Dynasty Champions Club.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got Skinny Kevin on the show today. He can't stay for too long. And
He can come on early, or is he like...
I think he can come on whenever we want. I don't know. You want to text him real quick just see if he's ready? I did see that he might have been in the waiting room already. But yeah. And I don't know, Jacob, I'm not sure what team I'm going to be on for Clowns versus Zombies. But they just kind of like put us on our own Dynasty Champions Club team, and then we'll kind of be placed as the wind blows, as they say. So however everybody's doing, that's what we're doing. And Money Mike, no, I'm not doing a clinic this weekend. I'm doing a clinic on Saturday out at Paintball Explosion on, I think it's October 5th. and then October 6th is the main event out at Paintball Explosion, the Clowns versus Zombies. Sounds like Nick might be there. Nick, you gonna be there?
How is that new phone, by the way?
It's exactly the same as the phone. Yeah. The only cool thing, the one cool thing, I guess, which is they could just update it. So when you're taking a video, well, first of all, there's a button right here. There's a hidden button. Well, it's not hidden, but you can push this button, and it starts recording. And then there's a pause button, so I can wait, and then I can start recording again.
That's pretty cool.
And then I can pause it, and then I can just kind of keep doing that. And then it'll just like, if something's like not happening, and I don't want this long ass video. So that's kind of cool, but I feel like that's just an easy update for everything else.
Yeah.
Other than that, it looks exactly.
And they got rid of the previous phone, right? They stopped making it. This one, the 15. They discontinued it. So they only make the 14 and now the 16. Interesting.
Yeah, iOS 18 is nice. I don't know. I'm never a big fan of like change. It's like it kind of works really well. Just keep it going.
Yeah.
You know. Which is also why it took us so long just to easily put in a Zoom plug-in and have the audio come straight through and solve a million problems instead of just having an whole extra webcam pointed at an iPad with a microphone next to it to be our... Sometimes it is. Sometimes it just makes sense. But you know what? That's one of the things we're going to learn today. Actually, it's one of the cool... I'm ready. Am I zooming in? Yeah. All right. That's one of the cool things we're going to do to get with Kevin on here is kind of like talk about that sort of thing. How change is implemented into teams and into practices. I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys if you have any questions as well. But like, I imagine
change on our team too.
Yeah, you got change on your team. We'll talk about that as well. I got the move alert this morning. I kind of already knew this weekend that Cody was going to Revo. I was talking to him because I saw a text message. But
did you get a haircut?
I cut my own hair. Yeah,
you did. Wow,
I do this.
It looks good.
I did the whole thing.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty good.
I have to cut my hair,
dude. Listen, when you're in a pinch, and I just don't really like. I'd love to like get out for 45 minutes to an hour and be like, okay, what do I got an hour to like 45 minutes to do something. It's like, all right, I gotta go pay $50 to get my hair cut.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna spend my time on. Now I'll just rip into the bathroom and take 10 minutes and just shave my head, like just clean it up and vacuum the bathroom, and then I'm done. Because it's more efficient and less expensive. Yeah. It's such a cost saving. Plus, at the end of the day, and I've said this before, it's like, I'm already pretty much locked down. So, like, I want my hair to look good, but at the same time, it's like, do I need to spend, $1,000 a year cutting my hair? Not really.
That's how much it costs?
Oh, think about it. How many times a month do you cut your hair? Say every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of getting there. $800, $50 a time. Yeah, you're right up there, man.
Yeah.
When you put it into that perspective, it kind of is like, you're like, wait a minute. Right. So efficiency. And as it gets more and more gray, like I get those little thinning shears out. I can cut out the gray individually, pull every hair and kind of snip it.
Speaking of budgeting, I think I'm not charging my car on the most efficient time. So last night I went at 9:45.
Yeah.
To charge it. But it was like gas savings compared 0.
Oh, yeah.
It shows that graph.
Yeah, you want to charge overnight if possible. But you're up late too, so
yeah. But that's why I went at 10 last night.
Yeah, 10's a good time. 10. I think after 8 p.m. is when you want to charge it. That's the move there. Kyle is a new Tesla driver, new Tesla owner. I know I don't want to offend too many people. I know that's a trigger word to a lot of people, the word Tesla, but they're pretty cool, man. They're pretty cool. There we go. BB knows what I'm talking about. There we go. Buzz cuts, Teslas. And cutting expenses, dude. This guy, he gets it. He gets it. And thank you for your support.
There's one in my apartment complex, but it's like a charge point or something. Mm-hmm. I need to get an adapter, but I don't see how that would be any cheaper than the supercharger.
I don't know. I don't know. It might give you a deal. Who knows? I don't know. I've never used anything other than a Tesla. That's wrong. I used one of those charge points one time when I was going to physical therapy, and I was there for 2 hours, and it charged me like $1.25, and it charged my car like 3%.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's like, what was I doing?
So when it charges at home, what does it charge?
10 cents a kilowatt.
Oh.
Which is cheap.
Yeah,
You're spending like 50 cents, aren't you?
That when I
When you
doing it at bad times, it's like 50,
2 p.m.
55.
Wednesday.
When I was driving back from the paintball field this weekend, I had to do it. I think it was 55.
Yeah.
Last night it was 41 cents.
Yeah.
A little cheaper.
A little cheaper. There's some there you can search by like there's some cheaper places out there, yeah. So making coffee at home, haircuts, charging your car at home equals more money for paint and other stuff that you'd like to do. That's absolutely right. So yeah, you guys we're learning out here. We're all learning. Okay.
Gotta get skinny in.
We'll get Skinny Kevin in here. So we're gonna jump over here to the NECTR projector. Shout out to the boys from NECTR for getting us in, sponsoring the show, helping the boys out. Let's go ahead and start this meeting. Get Skinny Kevin in. There it is. Let's see here. Admit. Okay. And Skinny Kevin, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. You want to turn on your screen?
Yeah.
Where is he? Hey, look at that. What's up, dude?
Not much. How are you?
Good. How are you busy?
A little bit. Yeah.
What are you working on?
A bunch of stuff.
Anything secret?
Not a lot. All of it's secret. You can come in and see it.
Unblur that background so we can see what you're working on.
There's not. I've moved everything out of the way.
Well, thanks for joining us after you said that you would come on and then canceled on me after I made all the graphics. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't know you made the graphics. Yeah, and why is there no picture of you?
In the graphics?
Yeah, there's just a picture of Dynasty Champions Club.
Oh, you can't see me right now. Oh, whoops.
No.
Oh, I got you, dude. Hold on. Where are we?
It was go back to the other thing.
Let me get you on here. Aha. It's because my video's not turned on. Can you see us now?
See, that's a lot easier.
All right. Well, and that changes something here. So let me do
Oh,
this.
look at that. You guys are wearing matching shirts?
Yeah.
That's right.
I like it.
Hold on 1 second. For some reason, anytime we put this in, it crops in the sides here. So watch this. I go here. Whoops. And then here. And booyah. We're back, baby. All right. So I know you don't have a ton of time. And if anybody has any questions for Kevin while he's on here, we don't have him forever. But it's going to be Kevin, the coach of Team USA. Team USA Veterans.
No, not the veterans. That was a hybrid.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Team San Diego Dynasty and Breakout Spa. And who else do you coach? What else you got in there?
That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. My other team broke up.
Aw.
So
were you the cause of that?
WC team. I think so. Yeah.
So let's jump straight into a question. So Junior and BFP Gear, they sponsor a segment on the show, which is on top of them supporting the show, giving everybody an online shopping experience that you guys can all enjoy, and kind of shopping local in the California region, but also just kind of they're a smaller organization, and it's really great to be able to support companies who support paintball. That's actually really perfect that Pate actually made this shirt right now. But he submits a question of the week for whoever the guest is, and he's got a couple.
He's in England though.
He just literally I talked to him and he's like, I'm on a plane right now. Let me get you something.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But let's do this right now, because one of the hot topics this last week two of them. It's gonna be twofold here. One was Dynasty's performance this year and the last event in particular, but even more so from some standpoints as one of the more accomplished coaches in the league. Why do you think AC Diesel is struggling so much?
I don't really know. I mean, I haven't been to any of their practices, like other than the Thursday ones of the events. So, I mean, it's really tough for me to tell without actually being there. I mean, they certainly have changed coaches over the last, not this year, but the previous years. So I don't really know why. I mean, they have good players. I don't know. But when their players leave, don't they get way better? So is Cody going to be way better now?
Let me get one of those. Who gets
J-Rab got way better?
I think J-Rab had a really big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, but that just doesn't matter why.
Success.
Okay. Wait, did A-Rod play with you guys?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah. Yeah,
When?
that's right. He did too.
2 events at the beginning of last year.
And then why did he leave?
He got released.
Oh, he did. Oh, I forgot about that.
J-Rob got released also.
I do recall
Is that what
that,
it's
and
called
I've
now?
spoken
It's
to
just
J-Rob about
released
that.
instead of cut.
It's a nicer way to say it, I guess.
Released.
Okay, well, so what's is that? Do we have a? So I don't have an answer for that because I don't think there is one. I don't think there's an easy one.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's kind of like the $1 million question at this point. And do you guys have a new coach lined up, or are you guys still trying to figure that out?
Nope.
Just in limbo?
Wait, you don't have a coach?
No, because is that not already?
I mean, I don't know.
We
Was
announced
it?
it last week.
Yeah.
We did. I don't know. I don't watch all the things.
I don't know. It
just
didn't
saw
really
the
get
things.
announced.
Oh, it didn't?
But
Oops.
I don't know. I mean, I thought that it was.
Oops.
I thought it was public knowledge.
I thought it was public
I
knowledge.
didn't know that.
Well, no, I thought it was.
I thought I swear.
I mean,
Juicy.
well,
Well,
I guess there's still.
Yeah, coaches
Conversation?
show said it. Coaches show said it.
well,
Ooh.
there's a big problem because I wore the coaches show shirt on Friday
Skirt.
in Chicago, and then we lost all those games. So the shirt is cursed.
Yeah.
I think.
And
Ooh.
actually, shout out to the coaches show. Shout out to
Yes.
Mike and Ryan because we had it's more content. I think that their content is really good. Kevin, you've been a guest on that show a handful of times. More
Yeah, a bunch of times.
yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of times. Yeah. So Ryan Gray said it yesterday on the coaches show.
Okay.
Definitely a cool, different type of perspective. And there was a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of different media. There's that Paintball Entertainment weekly thing that just popped up. So more content for y'all to digest. But also, big shout out and thank you guys for moving your show from Tuesday at the same time as us
Yes.
to Monday at the same time as us. Or not the same time, but in a different
So they
time
were
slot.
released from Tuesday.
They were released on Tuesday. They were released.
It went to Team Monday.
Yeah, now we just have to duke it out. I think that if in a fair fight, bare knuckles, Marcelo and Tyler versus me and Kyle, I think we have them on the ropes for the most part. So we might have to have a deathmatch fight for who gets the final Tuesday slot. You think we can take them?
No.
Well, are they live though? They're not like live, are they?
No, they're not live, but a lot of times they
Oh,
have.
does
they'll
that
have
count?
They record it around the same time. So.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
and Brad from Paintball Ruined My Life is now currently live. Okay, so yeah, like at some point in time, you know, paintball is unique because everybody's creative. We just don't work well together for whatever reason. It's just like we step on each other's toes quite a bit. So everybody, I don't know why everybody wants to do their show on Tuesdays at the same time. So shout out to Paintball Entertainment and the Paintball Weekly. I think his is pre-recorded, and from what I saw from it, I haven't gotten to watch the whole thing because I've got screaming children every 20 minutes. But it looks like a very well put together. Has anybody here watched the Paintball Entertainment or Paintball Weekly show?
Well, is anyone going to watch the coaches show? Because like I'm going to watch Monday Night Football. I don't know.
I watched. I popped in to watch.
I guess
it
I can
afterwards.
watch it after, but yeah.
Right.
Yesterday, it looked like they had a long show. Like, cause I went.
Oh, yeah?
I put it on. I think like
Who- was it
8:39.
Joey?
It was still going on. It was like 3.5 hours long, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
It had Joey on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the biggest thing for the Ryan decision was just our results. I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, I guess. And
Do you think do you think like BJ, Clint, and Baginski and Mark are just like mad at you guys because they did better without you guys?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, that was like 2 years ago or 2.5, whatever. So no.
I mean, the
Okay.
league has also gotten significantly more difficult, and that's
Yeah.
that's something.
I
mean,
agree.
What do you think, Kevin? Like, how about this? Like, to flip it back around, like, why is Dynasty performing so poorly?
Well, I mean, Texas, we lost, what was that, 3 overtimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Atlantic City, I mean, we lost, so we got fourth. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, semifinals, I don't think we played great, but we didn't play terrible either. At this event, I don't know, like, we just had a real hard time against Fit and who else was it? Jesus, I
Infamous.
forgot.
We had a hard time against.
Infamous.
We
Yeah,
had,
Infamous,
we had a hard time against all
that,
four teams we played.
yeah, like Infamous beat us last year there in Chicago, didn't they? I think they did.
Yeah, maybe.
And I was really surprised because they were super low on bodies too. Like they didn't have like a bunch of guys were hurt. Or
yeah, but look at the teams
or,
that did really well. Right? X Factor had 6 guys. Russians had 6 guys.
Yeah.
Infamous had 6 guys.
I mean, I think
Damage ran with 5 or 6.
Yeah. I mean, we had really close games. Same with X Factor 6. In my opinion, I think that's why we struggled a little bit more so at this event than we should have because we ran too many people. Like people play, someone played that on Saturday that didn't play a point on Friday. And we lost both those games by a point. So I don't know. I think maybe we rotated a little bit too much, or we would like have a group, certain sets of guys that would win points, and then would not get to go back to the field. And so we're fighting to win points, and then would lose some points, and then another line would win points, and then not getting in that rhythm of like tightening in who was playing, I guess.
It's kind of hard though for like a coach because like if you can't really tell who's playing great in practice, it's really, really tough for me to pick. Like I think I forget what I say to people. I was like, make it easy on me. Make it easy for I just be like, I'm gonna play Ryan every point. Make it easy. Like, but if the team doesn't make it easy, then it's really hard on the coach because you know.
That was actually one. What were you gonna say, Ryan?
No, well, I mean that's a funny thing. Like I say the same thing, right? Like, hey, make it easy.
Yeah.
Ideally everybody's playing lights out, right?
Right.
And that makes the coach's job super easy, right? Because then we can just keep going with it. But that's the whole beauty of a coach and the challenge of being a coach is like, hey, it's going to be difficult, right? It's going to be difficult just like it is for the players on the field. It's not easy for us all the time. It is sometimes, and it can be easy. We can make it easy, but you've got to have a lot of things working for you. And so one of the big things, and like this is always so funny because I think that other sports immediately turn on the coaches way too easily, right? If a team and the NFL isn't working, the first thing they do is they go, the coach is blowing it, or the coach or the quarterback, right? That's got to be a problem. It's not like the guy blocking or blocking the quarterback for long enough to allow him to throw the ball in a specific amount of time. It's not the quarterback or the receiver who's dropping it or this or that or the other thing. It immediately goes to blame on the one guy in charge effectively. And there's so many microcosms in these other sports where, and I think, again, back to football, because NFL's is pretty prevalent right now. You're looking at 2 players who are in their leagues.
4-0.
First place, 4-0. And do the math there, because there's only 3 weeks. But it's interesting because each segment on the field, and this is why when Justin kind of gave us this little bit of information when he was on the show, go back and watch that Justin Rabikoff show, because he gave us some really important insight into one of the reasons that the Russians are doing so well. They've got a conditioning coach.
I'm gonna text him too and see if he'll come on for a little bit.
Okay. They've got a conditioning coach, right? They've got like a play coach. They've got the main head coach, and I think they got like 3 or 4 different people working with players with specific skill sets to hone those in, right? And so everybody has someone to kind of like oversee what's going on. And Kev, for you, right, you got Vic up in the tower filming the videos. You're kind of wandering around the perimeter of the field to try to watch all the nuances and try to get as much player feedback as possible. But you can't be everywhere at once. And I think one of the things, I personally think one of the problems with Dynasty is accountability, right? You aren't good at holding really anybody accountable until like the final rounds on Sunday. And we usually police ourselves, but like that sometimes isn't very constructive. And so like at a professional level, we need to be okay with being held accountable, right? As soon as the players are being paid to be there, it's like, I love you, but this is not working. And I think that that's one thing. And again, your job was made extra difficult at this last event because I feel like you were right. In practice, everybody played about right here. There was no one who played this well, and there's nobody who was down here. There really wasn't.
So on Sunday, like, we lost more points than we won. And I know it's practice, but like, it makes it really hard when you don't. And it was random, you know, it was different guys every time. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it's just, you know, this one person being terrible. Like, you know, that's easy to pick out. Like, when it's not, that's when it gets difficult. I mean, you know that too, Kyle. I mean, it's when you coach WCs, like, sometimes, like, you're like, crap, I don't really know who's playing good at all.
Yeah, I mean, I had that even a little bit of struggle with this a newer D4 team I'm coaching this year. We just couldn't get more than 3 guys to play consistent. So, like, we'd win the breakouts or we'd get on a 5-on-4 situation, but because there were so many errors, it was like causing a lot of confusion for me too. Like, where do I need to replace a guy? Or right when you start to get some ground in another area, it all falls apart like in different. And it is difficult.
Well, so how would you guys, like, from, you know, 3 very high level coaches sitting here right now, how would you guys address that? Like, what is the, say you're like the ripcord or like a break in case of an emergency, you know, like in the past we have had like these hybrid lines, Kevin, where we're like, okay, this is going to be, and this is something that Marcelo has always been like very much an advocate for, is like, we should have a hybrid, like by the end of the first match, you can kind of figure out who is really getting it going. And there should be like a, you know, break this in case of an emergency kind of thing, where it's like, all right, we need to go into major, let's get it done.
Yeah, but I don't think we had that first match. Like, and it's very strange because, I mean, I've coached a large, like, we've had events where we played 9 guys the whole time.
I remember that.
And won.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we've had other times where we end up down to about 5 or maybe 6, and won that way too. But I mean, realistically, I would rather have like 7 or 8, especially when it's really hot, because I think that makes a huge difference by the end of the match. Like, let's say you're the front snake guy over and over again. By the end of the match, you're not at 100%. I don't think so. Yeah. Maybe we need a conditioning coach. That's what we need.
Yeah, true. Well, you need to whoop our asses into shape, dude. I actually tried it, and we're going to talk to... Are you going to come up to SC Village this weekend?
No.
Come on.
No, I'm going to go to the Chargers game, man. What are you talking about?
On Sunday?
They're not at Qualcomm anymore.
Yeah, they're not at Qualcomm.
I know that. The new stadium's awesome.
Why don't you come up on Saturday and then talk to Oliver, and let's get Oliver at World Cup, and let's have him be our spiritual...
I already asked him.
What did he say?
To go to the Chargers game?
He said I was like, you ready? And he's like, yes. He's like, I'm in. So he said he'll be here Wednesday. So that's what he told me.
So I guess I think we could go a little bit deeper too of the break when, like, an emergency also I think can reflect maybe a different approach to the strategy on the field. And which maybe is like, right now I feel like the meta's been these really fast points, but maybe it's like, let's pump the brakes and try to slow the other team down to like throw them out of their rhythm, and then play like a low scoring game, which is hard right now. But I don't know, I'm just trying to think of some other options here, because if you can't get it done with using all your whole arsenal of players, it's like, then what? You just deal with it. I mean, I think that there's there's some stuff that can be like unorthodox to throw out and to play in different, I don't know, like play a different game. They could also maybe just like get your team out of the funk quicker. It is harder though to realize that, I guess, coming to like match 3 or, match 4 when it's too late. But maybe, after match 1 and you went through practicing the layout and it doesn't feel, something still feels a little off. Maybe it's like, we need to try a different approach to our methodology of like our perspective about how the field is going to play.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I like what's coming in the comments here as far as like Rob said something about a pro. You made it, push your ego and money aside, get energy better as a team, be superstar person off the field and on the group field, be supportive in what the decision is as far as rosters go. And Nick Saban, this is from Pat, this isn't from Nick Saban, this is from Pate Smith, says it's always the coaches or the CEO's fault because he dictates the mindset, players, and the culture on the team. And then I don't know who that is, but if guys don't hit their shots, it's not the coach's fault. So I tend to agree with a little bit of all of that, right? Kevin's going to put the best team together on the field, again, we played great in practice. Like we played great against you guys on the Thursday. We played great. Everybody played really well. And then we went out there against Infamous and Fit, and we couldn't survive. We couldn't have 5 guys on the field. Like no game against Infamous did we have 5 alive for more than the first 5 or 10 seconds, and that's a huge factor. And Kevin can't change that. Dude, go to your spot, stay alive. Like there could be out there, but like
yeah. I mean, it's always easy to be like, oh, it's this guy or that guy or whatever. But what really happens is it's everybody. Like, and it's hard for people to be like, it's easy to point one finger, but when it's everyone, including me, like I could have done better. Like, obviously I could have done better because we went 2-2. So yeah, sure, I could have done better, but I need help from everybody else too. So. Yeah.
How is it dealing with, I don't know if Junior asked this, was this Junior's second question? Okay. That's a great one. This is a good one for you from Junior again. He's like, if you don't like this first question, ask this one. He goes, what's the biggest challenge been of coaching Dynasty?
I think what's hardest is for new guys to fit in.
Yeah.
Like it takes guys a while. Like some guys are faster than others. Like I think this was the first tournament. Danny had a really good tournament and started to fit in and felt like himself. Like it's taken a while for him because it's very different from the team he's coming from. So I think that's the hardest part. So like that same thing happened with Chris and with Harry and even Archie. Archie was a little less because you guys had played with him some here or there, but I think that's the hardest thing.
Just kind of getting. So what could you do? So say there's like a 2-person swing in the off season. Not like we're in any way thinking about that, but like say we get 2 new guys or 3 new guys onto the team and the roster for next year. What would you do, or how would you approach knowing that is an issue?
I talk to those guys way more than anybody else.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
What do you
think? Call it like I've talked to Danny a lot this year.
So
and the year before it was a lot with Chris and Harry.
What would you do to fast track the comfortability factor? I don't know. You were new on the team, so it took a while for you guys. You and I remember Short saying something very similar to that.
When we first got on Dynasty?
Yeah, like what is it? I mean, I think you fit in a little quicker and easier about like saying your piece. I think that's a really important factor. Like a lot of people are picked up for their skill and their ability to play, and it's important to like utilize them in the full encompassing factor.
I don't know what you're asking me.
So was it? Do you feel like there was a hard was it like a very harsh, welcoming environment?
Not for Dynasty ever. For me, not with Dynasty. Mm-hmm. Not at all. Less than any other team, to be honest.
Yeah. So Kev, what I'm saying is knowing that the barrier to entry on like speaking up or feeling comfortable. What do you think? What do you think you would do to say like to a newcomer on the team, like, hey, just for instance, like it's okay to speak up. Like, We want to hear what you have to
Yeah,
say.
for me, I just spend more time with that person. Like whether it's at like after the field, I think that's a good one. Like Danny was my roommate this tournament. I did that on purpose.
Who?
Danny was my roommate this tournament, so that
That
was
was on
random. But
purpose.
it was also I would have changed it anyways. I mean, Ryan and I
Anyways,
may or may not rig some room draws, So
It's a
yeah.
random room draw every time.
uh,
Every time.
let's see. Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's lots of little things you can do, but I think it's you just have to get to know that person, and then once they trust you, they'll start being able to open up for everybody else too. Because once they think you're on their side, then they're good. They'll open up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's important too to cater to someone's strengths when you're picking them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, kind of hybrid in what you know. Like I guess Danny's a great example, and I guess Chris is like a perfect example, who was like brought in for his. I would say that Chris, before he came to you guys, was like really, really consistent, had high survivability, but maybe like slightly lacked in making his timing of making moves and when to turn the aggression on. And I think you guys really like sharpened his sword to make him that all around like vital asset to the team. So I think with someone like Danny, where I think his strength is just like full attack mode. So I guess it's part and bring back points. So I guess part of that is like not taking that away from him, and also like maybe increasing his survivability or helping him understand I'm just throwing some stuff out here, like maybe like be a better communicator or something like that, where he didn't have that capability with his team before. I think that's important when adding like a pro player to an already seasoned or veteran pro team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How do you think this is actually this made me think of something. How do you think the personalities of our team would fit in on like a team like the Russians?
I don't. It depends on who it is. There's certain players that would fit in nice with the Russians, and then there's certain ones that would not.
Who wouldn't?
You, Marcelo, Archie.
Who, me? Oh, you mean me?
No. I'm talking about Ryan.
Oh.
No, you.
Okay.
You fit in anywhere. I think you'd fit in well as a Russian coach.
I think it would be fine. I've coached them before. Yeah, they're
I
not
need to do a
bad.
background check on you. You might be a spy.
Yeah, you.
You were on the team too.
Me?
No, Ryan was on the Polar Bears with me.
Yeah.
Were you on the team when Dalton and I took Ryan and Oliver down with the MO Kings? Yeah, that happened.
I don't remember.
We're coming back. Yeah, I don't think Alex, you,
Yeah, someone else said Alex.
Archie, Marcelo,
Harrison.
maybe Marcelo. No, not
Harrison would
not
definitely fit in.
not Marcelo right now this time. I don't think. Harrison, you said would.
Yeah. No.
Well, maybe not.
No.
But he'd fit in because he seems like.
So who would fit in then? Blake and then Yosh,
Danny,
and Danny,
Yosh,
and Chris.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm missing somebody.
Arturo.
Arturo, I think would be fine.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's more pressure coaching our team versus like NYX or something?
I think it's harder because you have way more options, and there's no bad player on our team. Like there'll be a person that has a bad day or whatever, but there's no bad players on our team. So it is difficult. And normally I wouldn't want to have probably 10 guys on the team, but at the beginning of the year, we knew like you were going to miss time, Chris was going to miss time, Blake was going to miss time.
What time have I missed?
Well, we knew that you were going to have babies, and we didn't know when that was going to happen exactly. So yes. You have to be prepared for that.
I see. You said we knew we were going to miss time. I was like, I don't think I missed any weekends.
Well, I assumed that it was possible. So, yes.
What do you think's happening with NYX? And do you think they're going to get relegated?
Probably, yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know how far their point spread is after Chicago, but it's got to be pretty bad, right? I thought they played okay in Chicago, actually.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
they're
they
so
played pretty-
far behind.
Mm-hmm. They only won one match. It looked like they were winning. They were beating the Russians for a little bit.
Yeah, they just had more. They had actual opportunities this time. Like, I mean, I thought Josh and CJ and Pat played good, and then I know they had lost, several other players over the year, whether injuries or whatever, too. So I don't know. Because Uprising did really well, and they were probably close too. Who is the other one down there? I can't remember.
Notorious.
Notorious?
One thing I think is it in chart, just to go back, sorry to kind of go off topic here, like about the strategy, what I was saying about maybe changing it if nothing's working is like, we had Rainey on last week, and looking at how they played, Rainey stayed in the back center for a while, and I think a lot of teams did not do that. They swung that player out. They also stayed away from going up to the middle. And with that, I mean, you obviously have to give it up to Keith, who played a phenomenal tournament, consistent, and shot a lot of people, and didn't have a lot of like early deaths or deaths where he didn't take somebody with him. But most teams were putting like two guys into that snake, or trading out the body and then trying to win the 4-on-4 or get the upper hand. It's weird because you like argue that I feel like the Russians struggled because they try to do a split of like just put it all on Malloy, and then they would attack the middle, attack all over the place. So they kind of played like Damage, but in a more hyper aggressive state, and not the Damage played like a pocket or defensive game, but they did kind of a little bit in the grand scheme of how people played this field. So it's like,
did they start that way though, or did they adjust to that? I'm not sure really.
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, obviously on Sunday they did that, but I mean before that,
that's a good point.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean it'd be interesting. Like, and I was actually talking to Rab about this the other day. Is like that would be cool stat to see. What I was thinking of two of these. Like one, how hard was it for teams to come back, and like how many teams won if they were down points at this last tournament? Say you're whatever it is, 2-0 or maybe 3-0. If there was ever a 2 or 3 point spread within the match, how many times did that other team that was down come back? No matter, if it's you guys versus Infamous or you guys versus Fit. And then the other thing would maybe be like time spent in the back center, if it was over a minute or under a minute, and how did that affect the probability of
if you won or lost that or whatever, you'd figure out some kind of time like thing.
Yes. Because I mean that you guys probably encountered it too. Like you probably try to swing that third body either up to the middle or with the guys on the Dorito side or with the guys in the snake, right? And then you probably encountered, I can't hear you. I don't even know if you're alive because the other guy's in the snake. So in that bridge of communication is almost like it's there, but it's not fluid. Like when you have, those guys all kind of gelling and moving up the field together. So like how much does that play a role in it as well? Being so far away from those other guys. Just good questions that are kind of...
Yeah. What would you say, Kev, what was your favorite game plan on this layout?
I liked sending Blake through to their side.
I like doing that too.
Yeah.
It was pretty successful too. Like, even if he didn't make it there, he caused such, chaos and stuff. Like, it opened up stuff everywhere. So I just think, like you said, that Damage didn't use the center well, but I think that might just be, I mean, who did they have to use there? Because Rainey kind of switched out for Jason's spot, right? Mm-hmm. Usually, Jason would be that guy.
Yeah. Maybe it was Chad or
And
Brian
you
Smith.
and thank you. I think that's you now agreeing with me, saying that you need somebody who is comfortable playing that position. One of the games, Kevin's like, "All right, Danny, you're in. Go up the middle onto their side." And I'm like, "Hold on, wait a minute. Put Blake up there." Danny's never done that, and he's like, "It's just anybody can run up there and shoot people." I'm like, "I don't think so."
You can.
Yeah,
They
technically.
don't see you as well. It's safe.
It gets
Lower.
aftershock. We were like down by 2 points, and is like, "All right, Danny, you're going up the middle. Go to their side." I'm like, "Just keep Blake in there." I do like the idea of like the diversion. They're like, "Okay, well, Blake's not in there. They're obviously not going to go," and then someone else does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't hit me with that argument when I was describing my.
Did we have tons of time about that right then?
No, you just come on, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta be thinking on your head.
Yeah.
What would you say? Actually, this one just came to me. What would you say is well, I guess this is what would you say is the one of the reasons or the mindset that's behind our ability to be so successful coming from a deficit?
I don't think people are focused enough in the beginning of the match. And once they're down, then they become more focused.
Oof.
And that's ridiculous, but I think that's accurate.
Okay. So then what would you change there?
I don't know how to change it. We've had a problem with losing first points for a long time now, and I don't know what to do to change it. It's a really weird thing, but it's really high for us losing the first point.
Yeah.
And then our team's like, no big deal.
We'll just go down.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, instead of being like, wow, we lose every first point, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that focus is. Maybe it's like a more fiery person like Oliver or something like that, or maybe it's someone else to do it.
The all-in one, just clear the board. That works. I always say that with I mean we've come up with that concept in the first. It's like take the first strike. Yeah, I mean for us it's like take the first 2 outs in the 9th inning tied up.
yeah, and then be like, oh, okay, now we can start playing.
Yeah,
it would be like, oh, we have 2 strikes and 2 outs. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Now we'll start playing.
Now we'll start playing. Now we'll go on a run, down by 3 in the 9th. Yeah.
This was a good question too. For Skinny, who are the top 5 players in the league at the moment? And I guess we could do one with you can't pick any dynasty guys.
Okay,
and one you can
that's
pick.
fair.
Yeah, make it easier.
Okay, well,
That way you don't have to get any flack if you don't pick all
You won't be getting any
dynasty
text
guys.
messages.
Let's see.
Then you could do one with a hybrid mix if you want.
If you want.
Or if you want to just stick with...
I think Jake's been playing really well for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick him. And at USA, he played really well too.
Jake?
Yeah, Jacob.
So
Oh, Jacob.
yeah, Jacob Edwards. Yeah,
It's Jake.
I think he's played really well. At least the last you said currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be he's won basically 2 tournaments in a row.
At this
basically.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the way Kirill plays. Like I just find it like he makes teams change to him, and he's been doing that most of this year, and I really enjoy that. Like I've obviously never got to coach him, but I enjoy watching that. That's hard to pick like 5 people like that. Yeah, I don't know.
That's 2.
I like those.
That's it?
I know that's 2. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
all you
those
got.
are the ones I like. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
then
pick
now you
them.
can add Dynasty into it because see if you can round out the last 3 players.
Well, I'm not going to pick any of them. Like, I mean, how could we be the best
make it top-
recently?
make it top
That's
3.
not accurate.
Top 5. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Okay, then how about this from BB Shady? Who's the most underrated player in the Pro Division?
Underrated? I don't know what that. No, I don't think there's anybody that's underrated anymore. Everyone watches everything. I think, yeah, I don't know who's underrated. It'd probably be like a semi-pro guy. It wouldn't be a pro guy.
Right, but that's why we're asking in the pro division. That's why we're
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah,
that,
but it's
that
like,
caveat.
I don't know
that
who that
small
is.
little rule in there. Kevin, if someone's got a gun to your head,
Yeah. The
I'd say
underrated guy?
Mark Mace,
yeah,
from on
Dude, he played
Uprising,
awesome.
he's been playing great this year.
he really has.
Yeah, I mean, someone must have played great. Like, for them to, like, geez, they could have won. What was the other match? They almost won too. Like, they could have gone 3-1, I think, pretty easily.
They
Was
had
it Impact?
decent
I
games
think they
too.
lost to Impact like 3-2
How about
or
Chavez?
something.
I feel like he's had a good amount of hype around him.
I don't think Chavez.
He's underrated.
I don't think he's underrated anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he
don't think
played
he
on
is.
Mexico too in Paris.
Yeah, I'd like to see that passport also, by the way.
What do you mean he was nationalized?
Oh, there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
Is that
Arturo.
like notarized? What is
Yeah,
nationalized?
No,
nationalized,
nationalized is
yeah.
when you can like
When the
you
Ministry
know
of
how Joel
Interior and
Embiid.
Tourism is there.
Interior design.
Trent.
No, like
Churro. Yeah, they almost they tied. They went to overtime with damage.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he at the MXL he got nationalized. Meterman, that's what his
Yeah.
last name is.
Yeah.
Meterman. Schrader, definitely elevating Uprising at this event. Okay, so again, so you've got you can't give us a top 5. You can't give us a most underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw Keith in there. Not underrated, but for players that are I mean, he crushed this event.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Brown.
Yeah.
I would say Malloy too, because like I also think he played not well just with the Russians, but the scalps too. So I think I would have to add him in there.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, Malloy's having a good year.
Who do you think the best
Yeah.
paintball player overall? That top 5 overall, including your era.
I mean, he can't even do right now. How
I
is
don't
he
know.
gonna
I'm just
do
trying
that?
to
Yeah,
give him
I
a
don't
larger
understand.
player
How's he
pool
gonna
to pull from.
pick 5 from 2 decades?
Yeah, I don't know. That's really hard.
I just thought maybe like if I add another 500 people onto your list, you might be able to find 2 more or 1 more name in there.
Well, I got Malloy too.
You could throw
And,
Oliver in there. You could throw Crystal Soya in there. You could throw Todd Adamson. You could throw I don't know, anybody.
I don't know.
I'd say ABJ for underrated, but maybe last year because I think last year was his breakout season, and since then people aren't sleeping on him, and they know he's going to the Snake.
Is Major League Paintball like? Okay, I was like, it looks just like Go Sports. Where's the other stuff? I wanted to find the stats, pro player rankings.
Oh, there it is, player rankings. There's Fedorov, Mishka,
Ryan,
Justin,
J-Rab.
Marcelo, Alex.
Those were the stats for the last tournament, or
No,
overall?
these are for a while.
Okay.
These
This is
are
like the overall players pro stats.
based
just
on
trying to
like
give you,
80 events. 85 events.
Oh, 80?
Damn, I got 85
Jeez.
events played. Do I have the most? Click on the events thing. Who's played the most?
No,
events?
Misha's got to have a lot too, right?
You have the
Yeah,
most
dude,
events.
Most events played. 20% of the time, I'm taking first place. Check out that
That's
stat.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Compared
'cause
to
Alex was
Mishka's
on your team, though?
28%, dude. They haven't won in a tournament like.
I think that must have been they padded
They
that
padded those stats, man.
earlier.
They padded those stats. Okay, there we go. Eric Fedderson, thank you. Let's see if I don't think Kevin's gonna be able to. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of paintball, Kev?
My favorite paintball players, or who I think is best?
I don't know. Just put 4 people on Mount Rushmore, Kev. At this point.
I don't. Jeez. I just don't ever look at people like. I don't think there's.
So when you're in the
People go
when
through
you're in the
error.
stands, are you just staring at like gnats flying around in the air, or like what do you
You have
got?
sunblock in your eyes?
Yeah, so I got more sun.
I do get sunblock in my
I know,
eyes.
dude.
You're right about that.
Good. Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to you and Junior and all the other coaches that sit out there all day, man. That's
Do you think all the coaches hate me because now they all have to go scout?
That could be a thing.
Yeah,
That could be why all the teams are getting better though too.
I think it's 100% why a lot of the
Too
teams
much
are getting better.
coaching information getting spread.
I've been, yeah. I've been undermined by my own coaching other people,
Yeah, it's
and
like
then players
Anakin.
taking it to other teams, and then me just telling them too.
You
So
just taught a
that
bunch
doesn't
of
help
baby
anything.
Anakins.
Yes, exactly. And now
No.
they're just going to kill all the new babies too.
What about Angel Fragoza? Would you put him as like a top 5 player of all time?
I would pick BC before that.
Damn.
Didn't
Yeah.
someone else say that a while?
Wow,
Dude,
BC.
he's who I grew up with, though. You forgot about that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that just shows that you
Have loyalty.
yeah, or just like kind of just throwing names out there based on like how you feel, about your feelings.
My feelings.
Yeah, you got less feelings, more analytics.
Okay.
I couldn't find this earlier. Someone asked like, who's the hardest to deal with on Dynasty?
I couldn't find that one. That's because it wasn't
Yeah,
said. Someone in here, I just can't seem to figure it out.
Who's the
Can you just
hardest to deal
tell
with?
me
It
how much you
depends.
hate. Huh?
It totally depends. It depends on what we're doing. Like,
Okay.
who's going to show up to the car last? That's going to be Harrison or Arturo for sure.
Okay.
Like
so
that
showing up
doesn't
to the
even
car,
matter.
Kevin doesn't like them. Okay.
They're in Mexico time.
Who takes forever to go shopping? That would be Blake, and Arturo is on the top of that list
Okay.
too.
Uh-huh.
Who picks terrible food places? Who would that be?
Harry would probably be in there. Although
he
picked a pretty bad
just
one.
eats food. Who?
Yosh
picked a bad
bad one, but it wasn't really his fault. It got it got really good reviews. It was something.
Okay. I mean, Ryan's a pretty bad driver. He's like texting all the time while he's driving.
Me?
Like literally. Yes. Yeah. So
I don't know.
that
He's used to
bothers me.
autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
Get me an autopilot.
and the minivans don't have that.
Yeah,
they don't.
He also leaves the minivan on all the time. Just gets out, walks off. Minivan's running still.
Okay,
It's
so
fine.
let's see: showing up, shopping, food, and driving. So who's a worse driver, me or Vic?
It depends. If we need to get to the airport super fast, Vic's gonna get us there. Who is it going to be safer with? Probably you.
Even though I text. So I'm on the bad drivers list. Damn.
One thing that
Well,
Vic's
from its what?
one thing that Vic's really good at, and one thing that he's really not good at.
He's very good at having the pit be prepared. Very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like too much so sometimes. So what he's very bad at? I'm not sure what he's really, really bad at. Probably
Staying awake in meetings?
Oh yes, he's bad at that. Well, I mean, I don't
He was
know.
really
who else
tired
is
at this
falling
event.
asleep. Yeah, he was tired at this event. Let's see who else is
Who's
hard.
the worst
I mean,
roommate?
I haven't had. I used to really like Mikey and Dalton because they were great roommates. I love both
Do
of
you
them.
see
as
why we
roommates.
can't slim the roster down to 7 guys or 8 guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
well,
everybody's
all
playing the
people
same. I like you all so much. Everybody's great.
Well, because all the people I like quit. It sucks. It's terrible for me. It's really bad.
Let's see, who's the worst roommate? Well, I really liked rooming with Mikey. Okay, well, he's not on the team anymore.
Worst? Oh, so Danny is a very weird roommate, I've realized. He doesn't brush his teeth or shower at all, I don't think. Because he told me, because I didn't see, like, you know, when you go into the bathroom, there's like, you know, the toiletry kit, whatever. I didn't see his the whole fucking time. The whole 4 days or however long we were there. So he said it's because when people flush the toilet, he doesn't want to get all that onto his toothbrush too, which is kind of an insane thing to talk about.
Dude, I saw a study on that. The amount of like stuff that sprays into the air when you flush the toilet.
Well, you could close the lid on the toilet if you're that crazy about it.
Yeah, but I might close the lid on the toilet, but I know that you might not. Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, can you please close the lid every time you flush? I'm just trying to keep the toilet seat down.
Who snores the worst on your team?
Me. Well, Vic is pretty bad too, actually.
Okay. Yeah. So
Ryan snores a little too, but it's not
I gotta
bad.
be really tired.
Yeah.
Have you roomed with Harry yet?
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't like air.
He has all kinds of weird snacks that I don't think I should eat because I would get food poisoning.
Yeah. No
A lot of food
excursion.
poisoning.
Okay. So we haven't really gotten into the team side of things, but okay, showing up,
Like what it-
shopping,
Yeah.
food, driving, and roommates. Okay.
Yeah. Those are all important parts.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Kyle, how big of a problem is it if you have one guy that's a super terrible roommate and no one wants him?
That is bad. That is
Like,
that is,
and then everyone that
like
guy
who?
just
Like who would
plays
be
terrible.
your definition if you were to like say that?
Opie
all
was a
your-
bad roommate a long time ago because he was really dirty, and he would just get into his bed after playing, like, you know,
Okay.
like not showering. So that's a bad roommate, and then the room smells bad too. So yeah, that's a bad roommate.
Aside from you, who would you feel is let's say in no particular order the top 3 coaches in the league? Exclude yourself, obviously.
Okay, I think that would be Ryan Brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joey's done a very good job the last. Are we just talking the last couple of years or overall? Because I think that's different.
Pretty hard to get any kind of answer out of you, so whatever 3 names you want to throw in, and then you can kind of adjust them as you go.
Okay. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I would say Joey, Ryan Brand, and then I'm not sure exactly who's coaching the Russians right now. Is it Alex or is it Max or is it both? I'm not really sure, or maybe it's a little bit of all of it. I don't know.
Let's just skip them because you don't really know. We don't really know.
Yeah, I mean,
But that
we'd
is
have to ask,
valid.
like,
It is valid
we
that
could
we
ha-
should put them in there.
yeah, no, I mean,
Okay.
especially
Ryan
lately.
Brand, the Russians, and Joey.
Let's get
Yeah.
another one if it.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case we don't know the names.
Okay. Geez, I think maybe. I guess maybe Dave Baines. Like, they've been very consistent for a very long time.
Okay. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Well, there we go. Dude, he did it.
And he's been there for a long time, and the roster has changed. Whether that's, you know, that shows you can adapt. So I would probably say him.
Yeah, they have been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Which is I feel like they were low. They weren't sure if they were gonna have enough players on this next one, or this last one, because I think Zach is actually having a baby in November. If Impact had to pick up another player, who would you recommend them to pick up?
Well, right now, or like they're not allowed to.
Yeah.
It's against the
All right,
rules.
we'll just move on then. Yeah, next season.
What? You can't pick a guy up unless he got cut. Well, I guess Cody, if the team releases him, then you can.
Okay, if just they were able to like get a released player, who would?
Well, I thought Archie was at that last practice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
You
I
think
mean,
they should
Which
get him?
he's local.
ABJ.
Archie.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was at that last practice. He bunkered me a couple times. Every time he
Did he?
bunkered me, he said, "I'm sorry." Right as he was
Why?
shooting me. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's all right. We played on the.
I hope I can come back on the Spicka Span Show.
Oh, has he been on the show?
Yeah, he had a
was on the
great
show.
episode.
It was a great
One of our
episode.
best.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
That and I
Oh, they
think-
could pick up. They could pick up Evan too. That's who they could pick up.
Yeah, Evan Middleton. I heard Shock was
Yeah,
going
and
to
he's-
pick him up.
Are they?
That's
Good. Good for him.
That's what Todd was saying. It
All
didn't
right.
happen. It didn't happen. Yeah. Kevin is. Yeah. If you had a skill set defined by not only just pretty much this interview, it'd be you'd be the best at dodging questions.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Deferring
a
them.
very good skill to have. So
let's see.
I named the coaches. Like you're saying, asking
you,
like,
out of the
best players,
the hour
and I'm
we've
like,
been
at
on,
what?
You've named one. You've answered one question.
You think this this off season is gonna be pretty crazy? Any more crazy than usual? Or?
I imagine if NYX gets relegated, which it probably looks possible at this point, it looks you know, then that team, I mean, I think there's some good players on that team. And once that happens, then other guys get moved. And so, yeah, I do think this offseason is going to be very crazy.
Yeah, because it does look like, I mean, yeah, I mean, they have absolute starters for other teams. You don't think they'll stick together in semi-pro?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. So,
how would you define skill?
that's a hard question to answer. I guess it's just developing. That is what you would use, though. It's an ability that you develop and refine over time.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good.
It's like a knife. You sharpen it, right? So your skill gets sharpened.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're good.
Well, it takes what?
So he's saying skill is something that you define and you develop over time.
Yeah.
As opposed to like doing something like just.
I said refine. Yeah. Not define. Refine.
Refine.
Not refrigerate.
Yeah.
Not refrigerate.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what Harry doesn't believe in.
Refrigeration. You never answered the Rushmore question. Paintball's Mount Rushmore. Do you want me to do this? I can do this. This might help. It's because this is kind of a topic that's coming up here. Is we've got the Hall of Icons voting coming up.
Okay.
Your name's in there.
Why?
Why is your name on the?
Don't you have to be retired?
Yeah, you're pretty much. You don't play anymore.
Yeah, and you were supposed to play
I know, but
a World Cup last year, which you didn't do.
I did. I was supposed to. You were right. It was very close, though.
Accountability. See?
There's a rule, though, for that, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think one guy that should be on the Mount Rushmore is Adam Gardner.
Okay.
Because I think he's won so many events that people he's won a ton.
Okay. How do you like his tactics in fantasy football?
He's a quitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In fantasy football.
Very good answer. Very good answer. I believe he's given up already, and we're in week 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, he's not 4-0. I'll tell you that much.
So
he's
how
not
is this?
that.
Where, like this side,
This is
people are already in, or
this is year 1. They're just one's alphabetical or something. Maybe not. I don't know why it's.
Are they always green jackets? Is that what it is?
There it is. Yes, it is always. And this is year 2.
So it's like the
I don't know
Masters.
why all these names are like this? They're just right next to each other. Yeah. So okay, let me just read this off, and you can hear who is in the 2022, the 2023 class, and then I have a massive list that's going to go out to the voting board.
you're gonna read all those names right now?
These 15 names. Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I thought you meant like all the names that we're looking at, because I was going to say that it's going to take a long time.
All right, so we've got, and these are potentials for Mount Rushmore. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's 4 people who are on Mount Rushmore. Can you name them?
Yeah.
Probably Washington.
George Washington,
for sure. Jefferson.
Donald Trump, and
Lincoln.
Nixon.
There we go. Nail on the head. Imagine. All right, Billy Saransky, Oliver Lang, Bob Long, Chris Lasoya, Travis Lemansky, Adam Gardner, Danny Love, Tim Montresor, Rocky Cagnoni, John Richardson, Laurent Hamet, Matt Marshall, Tom Cole, Daryl Trent, Rennick Miller, Shane Pastana, Todd Adamson, Todd Martinez, Marty Bush. And then last year was Angel Fragoza, Anthony Ledbetter, which is Leds from Planet Eclipse, Billy Gardner, Billy Wing, Bobby Avilas, Brian Benini, Nikki Cuba, Mike Paxson, Rich Telford, and Steve Rabikoff. So those are the guys who have been inducted so far.
Yeah.
Which can help to give you a better idea or understanding of who might possibly go into there. And so, yeah, Chris, I don't know if that was a joke, Chris, or not, but her name, I believe, is on here.
Who?
I don't think so, actually. It is not on there.
Keely Watson.
The disrespect to Keely Watson is astounding. Put her on Mount Rushmore. So again, we've got one name, and that's Adam Gardner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get 3 more.
Okay, you can put. Well, is it like an all-round thing, or are we just doing like just playing ability?
Just snake players.
You're the you are the man in
because
charge.
I think an important part of a team is being a leader on the team, and you may not be the best guy.
This is Mount Rushmore. It's not like
important.
you're starting 5 in World Cup 2025. It's just kind of like who you feel has represented our nation in the best
our nation.
Our paintball nation.
All right.
Like a founding father.
Do you want to put yourself on there?
You're putting whoever you would like on there.
Well,
My
are you
face
the highest
look
percentage?
Great in chiseled stone? I think so.
Fine, you can put yourself there, and I want to put Mishka on there too.
Wow, Mishka on Mount Rushmore of paintball.
Yep.
Interesting. You're gonna put a Russian player on the United States.
You didn't say that. You said Mount Rushmore.
Okay, Mishka. Okay, Ryan, and then
and Adam.
And Adam. So there's 4, please.
Yeah.
But didn't it have to be out of those names that you just read?
It could be anybody. I don't care if he wants to put
Fran
up there.
No, not Fran.
No, okay. Well, at least there we go. We gotta say something.
Not Fran at all.
It could be maybe Bob Long, Oliver Lang, Chris Lasoya. Not sure how they get the hair there. Matty Marshall.
I think Bob would be a good one.
Todd
Bob
Adamson.
Bob would be a really good one.
There we go. Bob Long. Mishka, Ryan, Bob Long.
Todd Adamson might be a good one after like coming back and bringing the team back.
I could make a strong argument for putting his face on there over Mishka's. That's for sure.
Yeah, I could.
Main Action Paintball's got Wolf, Greg Hastings, Nicky Cuba, Mike Paxton. Yeah, let me do this. Thank you, Main Action. There's Mark Crescent. You can put him up there. Bear. There we go. Everybody, I want you guys to put all 4 of your players up there. Money Mike's got Bob Long, Adam Gardner, Greenspan, Oliver. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
That's almost the same as mine.
Almost. Yeah. Almost. Except he's got, a significantly different player on there. Let's hear what you guys in the comment section have to say about that. Mark Crescent, I don't know. He'd make it Greg Hastings because he did make a video game.
Yeah.
Bear, not sure. Who was the player? Well, he's not going to even answer this. Who's the player that you hated playing against the most?
Hated playing against the most?
Yeah.
I didn't really hate anyone, I don't think.
William Shatner.
William Shatner?
That's what someone would put
Did
on
anyone give you the trouble, like the most trouble that you could remember that was hard to play against?
I don't think there was any. There's no one person that I thought was really hard to play against. I don't think I didn't have that. There were teams like Shock was always really hard to play against. Like I feel like, it was always really difficult.
How many people did you shoot in that Avalanche match in game in 2001?
I think 7. I'm not sure.
And he won the 1-on-1 at the end.
Damn.
And so the first time I played a pro team was against Aftershock, and I shot 7 of them too. So that was when I was playing on Diggers.
Why don't we put you up there? I'm taking Mishka.
I'm not going to put myself up. You're going to put me up there?
Yeah, over Mishka for sure.
Okay, cool.
I love Mishka. Mishka, he's a great dude. I just don't think they're making it onto my
National Monument.
Top 4 National Paintball Monument list. If this were like a Russian,
it's longevity too, though.
Podcast, Russian.
Maybe does he have a podcast
in Russia? I would, and they have like something similar to. Do they have anything similar to Mount Rushmore? Look that up. Does Russia have a Mount Rushmore? I mean, it would be Mishka. You know, Sergey, Fedorov, like yeah, I could see that. Malloy,
Who
Pereira.
on Dynasty would be the best interim president for like a year?
President? What do you mean?
You
mean
know what
United
that word
States?
means?
Yeah.
Well, interim. You said president.
Yeah.
Oh, for the U.S.
Yeah.
or the team?
For the U.S.
I thought you meant the team.
No.
Oh. Ooh.
That's easy. I get shit done.
I think it would probably be Yost.
Yeah, me.
I
Everybody
think-
in here is saying Yosh also.
I would say Yosh. Or maybe
No, 'cause
Alex.
I think he could.
Alex is a politician, dude.
Alex probably
Yeah.
would be good.
I'm not sure exactly why
I feel like
nobody is saying me. I mean, these are all saying Yosh and Alex. I feel like I'm the most level-headed. I get shit done. I'm too busy. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, you might be too busy. Yeah, that's true.
No, you would get like
There we
50,
go, Bobby.
50 nannies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
president.
I'd have that shit handled. Blake.
I don't know about Blake.
I don't know about Blake.
No, Blake would not be it. No.
Like, I don't need to stay in the White House. I'm going to stay on the ground
I mean,
outside.
it might be
Like,
Chris.
you can't do that. We got to protect you.
It actually might be Chris because he's the only one that can read all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not Chris. I don't know if he can make big decisions. Nuke him. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I don't think I actually got any votes. Damn, dude.
You're like 2, I think.
How they've turned on me.
Mm.
I feel like Julius Caesar right here. Yeah, I didn't know what iPhone I was on because like little things I don't really mind, you know. Like those are like insignificant little bits of things. I'm on the 16, right? I'm on the 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ben.
You're on a 16 or a 16 Pro?
Pro, dude. I'm a pro. Obviously, I'm a pro.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, do you think that many of the players becoming dads on the team has become a slight distraction, and that has had any effect on the team struggling?
1,000%. It's not a distraction, but it's a thing that happens in people's lives. It's not just kids. It's other stuff that happens in your life too.
1,000%.
Yep. No, it's just priorities shift.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, obviously, like, it's tough to keep the focus on with a
Yeah.
you know, more
Especially
responsibilities.
big changes in your life too. Like, you know, for Chris and Blake especially, that's like a huge change. I mean, you already were a dad, so
Yeah, for me,
it's
it's
a little
been
it's a
pretty
little
easy.
super
You can
easy,
literally hear the
right?
kids crying. You can hear them
Yeah, I
crying in
can
there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right now it's like-
I did want to ask Sloan what her favorite party ever was, and see what she answers.
I'm gonna teach her how to answer questions the way you answer questions, so you'll never get the answer to
Okay,
that question.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read to tell you, I had a dream the other night that I had to change a diaper. It was miserable. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
a nightmare.
It's gross. It happened. Like
And it was not getting clean.
that happens too. That happens too.
Yeah.
You need
I read
to
to tell you about that.
you need to know how many. You need to be prepared with the amount of wipes that you may need for a specific circumstance.
Yeah.
They should make just like a mini pressure washer. You're just like,
Where's all the spray going?
Yeah, where's that going?
There's a bathtub.
I
but,
guess
like,
you just plop them in the bathtub.
so you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just put them in the sink too.
But then
You
you're
can
all
do that.
wet. Like then you
Yeah.
have when the sink that I brush my teeth in. There's poop in there.
No, like the kitchen sink.
where I do my dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just prefer not to do that. Yeah.
So where are you hosing them down? In the bathtub?
I'm not hosing them down anywhere unless it's outside.
Yeah.
Was that Camille the one time that was trying to wash the plunger off in the sink? The
Yeah.
kitchen sink?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. That was a good place for it.
Was he using?
I don't understand
Ryan's
what you're
toothbrush?
actually supposed to do with the plunger after you've used it.
I think you wash it off in the bathtub.
Yeah.
No, I think you wash it
No.
off in the
No, in the
Oh, yeah,
toilet.
that's the
After you
first.
clean
That's
it,
the first
then you
round.
flush it, and then you.
Yeah, that's the first round,
And then
maybe
flush
the
it
second,
again.
second round you do it in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Was it you or was
exactly.
who was it that was washing their shoes with the scrubber for the dishes? Was that you
No.
or Scott? It was Scott. It was Scott when we lived on Bernice. It was the scrubber that we use for the dishes. He was using it on his shoes.
That's odd.
Yeah. All right. So what are you working on right now?
I have some PGA designs I just finished.
What's that mean?
So the graphic anodizing.
Oh, for what?
Guns.
Off the tour, obviously.
No, not PGA.
That's what he said.
I think he said PGA.
No, not the tour. Yeah, it's proprietary graphic anodizing.
It was PGA. You did say PGA.
Yep.
I was having an argument with Damien the other day about
What are you arguing about?
that you'll like this. And he was like, yeah, REM sleep. And I was like, yeah, rapid eye movement. He's like, that's not what that stands for. I was like, yes, it is.
Okay.
And he's like, it's
what
RM.
does it stand for?
And I was like, no, it's not. I forget what I said because I made a joke to him about using REM as like a different word. And then he's like, that's not how you say REM sleep. It's RM. And I was like, no, it's not. Someone else was like, no, it's not.
I texted him in the group chat to come over and bring his taser.
Oh, yeah.
He never responded.
Oh,
We
geez.
should have messaged him again today.
Yeah, we'll get him on. So
You're trying to get hit by that thing?
No, he is because he lost the thing. So we're gonna tase him.
Oof.
What?
Yeah,
You got tased at the school.
you did.
No, they tase them.
Oh
like in
yeah, Kevin.
the sheriff's
I
school?
don't think you need to ever get tased. I think you might just explode.
No, I'd die.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
not
agree
doing
with
that.
that.
A tear gas too? Yeah, or the pepper spray? Yeah, I don't want any part of that.
Oof. Would you rather be tased or pepper sprayed?
Tased.
Yeah. That seemed to be the consensus from everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like
Well, at first I
feel
think
like
you
you-
said you wanted to get pepper spray.
Yeah,
and then
I
you realized the lasting effect of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you pepper spray inside of this building, we're all going down.
Yeah.
I saw a fun little challenge today on the interweb where they take one of these things and they put it on like a little balance thing and they spin it in circles and you're blindfolded and then they keep this thing taped down and you're blindfolded and you got to put your hands down. So it could be here, it could be here, or you could get zapped.
Wow.
I think we definitely need to play
that's
that.
fun. That's
Pepper spray is
a
worse
fun
than the
game.
shower. Yeah, don't put pepper spray in the shower and accidentally use that as your shampoo instead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not a good choice.
Oh, damn.
Here's a question for you, Ryan. Who
Yeah.
was your favorite player to play with on the veterans team that you don't like normally play with?
I really like playing with Mark. I think it was
Okay.
cool because he's been on the team. We played the last 3
Couple years. Oh no,
seasons.
because last year he was
Last
hurt,
year he was
wasn't he?
injured.
Yeah.
And no, I really enjoyed playing with him. I think that he played like I like how he plays, and I like that like his desire to win. You know,
Yeah.
it was fun being on the same team as Todd. Todd's a hoot, Todd Adamson. But definitely
Yeah.
out of all the guys, I really enjoyed playing with Colt Roberts last year. Colt was
Oh yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Muscles.
He
was
played real well last
yeah,
year.
he was great. But yeah, I think this year was for sure Mark.
Okay.
It was cool playing with LP too, because I haven't
Yeah.
seen him play, I guess, since back in the Strange days.
Well, he played on damage for 1 year when I
Right,
coached
I do
him.
recall that. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I think it's cool, and I like how passionate Mark is about playing and just kind of paintball just in general. Pretty cool to see that. So I definitely looked forward to playing with him finally because he did get injured last year.
Did you have a favorite kid on one of the kids' teams, the U19 or the U16?
I like John Zell. He's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we owe him some arm pads, so we got to get him some
Okay.
arm pads. He ripped his arm pads like
All
a
right.
year ago and has been asking me every event, but he doesn't remind me. So
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I think I like all those kids, dude. All those kids are pretty rad. They all play really well. They're extremely talented, and it's really cool to see what they've accomplished and how good they are. I think
Yeah.
that if they kind of continue, as long as they don't meet girls or get cars or
Get
get married or take on any responsibilities whatsoever, I think that they could be fantastic players.
Yeah.
So just those are my two thoughts. I do want to point out though that we, well, with the exception of Alex, did meet girls and have a great grand old time. When we were getting younger and even growing up.
Yeah.
And we were able to manage it all. So it's possible. It's doable. But
Yes.
there are some things that deter you. The vehicles and girlfriends are the first things. So, yeah. Let's see here. Coaches with mine in the combine. Yeah, he was the combine coach there also.
You have any predictions on what they might do for this World Cup layout? Like, if you think about how the year went, I guess the Atlantic City one would probably have been like the wildest one. What'd you say?
No, I don't think
What
that
do you
was a
mean,
very
like the
wild layout
fastest?
at all.
Well, in a sense that like there was that big bunker at the 50 that everyone was at all times, but it was like, do you go around or not?
Yeah, roll the dice,
Oh.
baby. Leap of faith. Remember the leap of faith field with short? With B short, he would just jump around it. What field was that? And there was like you had to jump onto their side and like kind of make this cross field shot. You guys practiced it forever. Called it the leap of faith. What event was that?
I forget.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, there was one that was Chicago when I was on the Ironman. We played the Russians in the finals. You would go around that thing into a laydown.
Yeah, but short was on our team.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
I wasn't.
I would assume you were on our team also.
No.
Did you stop playing with us and short stayed on our team?
Yeah, for 2018.
And you went back to the Ironman?
Yeah,
Really?
2018, 2019.
And then you came back?
Yeah, in 2022.
Damn.
Yeah.
What? How many times did you quit?
At least 5.
Alex was right.
2013 through 2017, I was with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
And back for 2022.
Got that.
Then
Yeah.
gone.
And gone again.
Yeah.
Just for 1 year?
Yeah.
2017 wasn't that we won that World Cup? Were you had your hair bleached?
That was 2015.
Damn.
Hmm.
We got a lot of these things. I don't know. Forget. Well, Kev, what are your predictions for the next World Cup?
What do you mean? Like, who's going to win? Or do we, like, what kind of layout? Like, what are we talking about?
I mean,
Who's
I almost
gonna
want
win
to just
the-
let you just kind of like just take it from here at this point. But yeah, who do you think's going to win?
I would hope that we win.
Yeah.
We've been doing pretty good the last 4 years.
I hope
right?
so too. Good prediction.
Yeah.
Good prediction.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how you were going to answer that, to be completely honest.
No one else knows how to do it anymore.
That's right. That's true. That's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure.
What do you think that we're going to need to do differently in order to perform better? Do we have any different practices planned? And we are going to X Factor against against Impact and X Factor at X Factor Paintball Park Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday before the event. And then home
The
for a day.
weekend before, right?
Don't tell
Yeah.
the wife. Don't tell Camille.
For what?
Then I'm gonna be, it's like go out to San Antonio and then come back Sunday night and then leave like Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait. So our schedule, what, will be on
But we had that good plan.
Wednesday?
Go out there.
Do we play Wednesday?
That's true. That's true. I was thinking they're gonna come out like later in the week.
Yeah.
We play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's a four day prelims.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, but we play Wednesday for practice.
Yes.
Yeah. Wednesday.
Did we figure out which European teams are coming for sure?
Yes. It is
Lucky 15.
Scalp.
Scalps?
No, Luckies are out.
What do you mean?
Oh, they are? Oh, is Dynamite coming?
Dynamite. That's right.
They can't. Lucky 15s can't come.
No, they don't have funding.
Mm.
I think that's the
Okay.
issue. That's the issue.
So what's the third? Oh, Tauntauns then?
Taunts, yeah.
Tauntauns. Okay, because a couple of the breakout guys are playing with Scalps.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, because Scalp is
Yeah.
not going to have Malloy, which is going to be
Right.
Wait, Axel is going to be playing with the Tauntauns?
Axel and Hugo.
And, yeah.
Dynamite. Spider. What does Spider mean? Is that a team? Why are people saying Step Spider?
Maybe that's a team. Yeah, that's a team.
What team?
That's the team. Spider Fusion.
No.
Wait, really?
I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Spider
the
Fusion.
South American
The
team?
South American team. Okay.
Is that the Brazil? Is that a Brazilian team?
Yeah, thank you guys.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Harrison Fry will be playing with Joy Division. They're not coming. Harrison Fry will not be playing with them. Who's in that? Who's got that team? We have Dynamite. No, we don't. We have Scalp.
Well, we had Lucky 15s.
No, so yeah, you guys have Dynamite. Then.
Yeah.
Or Spider Fusion.
No, I feel like that's a car.
No, you're thinking of the Ford Fusion.
Yeah, and the Mitsubishi
Yeah.
Spider.
Yeah.
Spider Fusion. Spider Fusion is a old spider gun. Take that one.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
There were a bunch of spider
There were a
guns.
bunch of spiders. Diesel has Dynamite, and we can probably just,
Josh.
why don't we bring this up? Come on.
Bring what up?
The PB leagues. Let's find all the brackets.
I don't think they're up.
They're 100% up. Yeah. Kyle, come on. So we play 1-2-1, yeah, and Spider Fusion is a thing. So go to World Cup, go to NXL, up the top, very top, NXL top left, there we go. And World Cup, booyah, and then schedule, ching, and then go to pros or whatever, division, pro. And then there might be brackets, but actually go to brackets. There we go. All right. So, it is Chicago Aftershock, New Orleans Hurricanes, Brooklyn Bears, AC Diesel, and Spider Dynamite. It's Ronald Dynamite.
No, this is Spiders over here.
Tampa Bay Damage, Paintball Fit, Aftermath, Notorious, and Spider Fusion. Edmonton Impact, LA Ironman, Infamous, ML Kings, New York Extreme. Oh, they're one of those bottom 4 teams? That's wild. So Dynasty, Revo, Blast Camp, Uprising, and Tauntauns. Oof. That's a hard bracket.
This one?
Ours.
Yeah.
Bracket of death.
Do you want to say happy birthday to yourself? Chris wanted to say it's his birthday today.
Oh,
And he
happy
hopes
birthday, Chris.
everyone. Yeah. Yeah.
Paintball work birthday
Okay.
party.
Is May still here? Okay.
All right, do you have to go to work, Kevin?
Yeah. I don't want to do any of the prizes.
Okay. Well, thanks
Okay.
thanks for joining us. It was
All right,
a
cool.
hoot. All right, cool. Do you want
Okay.
to say anything?
All
Do you
right.
want to say on 3 your favorite player? How about that? Not even the best player.
Your top
Just
100 favorite players of all time.
Top 100. Ryan Hart would be number 1. That's it.
Ryan Hart's your favorite
Okay.
player?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Oh, trauma guy.
Okay. All right, Skinny Kevin. There he is, man of many words that aren't really.
Did you turn him off the other one?
Yeah. Let's just close it so we can talk shit without him seeing us. Well, you wonder how anything gets done on our team.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't get a single answer out of him. All right. So, yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. That was fun. Tauntauns versus Dynasty rematch at World Cup. I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to give a couple of things away. Mega members, we're going to spin the wheel, give you some Gen X Global giveaways. Loyal Blue Fox, winner. She's been around for a long time.
Yeah. We can give one of these shirts away, too.
Yeah, we'll definitely give a shirt away.
See what sizes I got in here.
We got Maui Rockstar back in the house. Also, big shout out to Dylan over at Cocker Top Paintball. He got my autococker. Apparently, my autococker is really, really dirty. You know, it hadn't really ever been serviced, and it's like one of those things. Like when you've held an autococker, you feel like that's the type of vehicle, the type of product that just kind of can work at all times. They are very finicky. And I appreciate him for, he was like taking close-up pictures of my gun and sending them to me and go, dude, what the hell? Like look at all this grime in here. Like, there's grime on the outside of the gun. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, that's like part of the camouflage, right?
Yeah.
I guess there was like lots of stuff inside. The regulator was missing some parts in it, like which had nothing to do with me, but that certainly had an effect on how the gun performed. That's for sure. So not sure about that. But yeah, they need a lot of elbow grease. Oh yeah, and Billy, I'm not giving away these cleats. I actually got some pretty sick cleats. You're gonna like what my cleats are because they're. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm also gonna play that video here at the end before we sign off. Yeah, let's give one of these. We'll give a mega member one of these shirts here.
Yeah.
Let's pull this wheel up. Maui Rockstars, Doc, Derek Weigel, Paintball Temple, Norm Wu, Schwartz Gable. You guys are on here. Texas Menace. Oh, yeah. And as a reminder, if you guys win on the show, make sure I have your address so I can just send you your prize. If I don't have your address, it kind of just sits in limbo for a little while till you reach out or until you claim it, or we could just give it away. So...
Yeah, somebody wants to give away those cleats.
I know. So these are my cleats. These are actually my size right here.
Wait, those?
Yeah,
oh, I thought they were talking about
those. Oh, those. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They're both mine. These are my park rippers right there. And these are my parkour. Art 2. 8.
What kind of cleats are these? Are these lacrosse or?
Yeah, those are all. If you guys want any of these cleats, click the New Balance team link down below, and you guys will get the discounted Dynasty team store. So they're still pretty expensive, but they do hold up really well, and they're...
It's a nice bottom, too.
Yeah, the bottoms of these ones, these are my favorites. I mean, they're little ankle biters, but yeah, these things get killer grip, especially kind of starting... Yeah, the fangs. Starting kind of like on the side of your toe off the box. These things are really good.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Getting better.
Yeah, I'm actually going to finally see Oliver this weekend and give him his cleats. Dan White, winning again. I'm going to bring Dan. You're going to win this shirt. What sizes do we have?
Large and XL here.
Large and XL. Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's an R2 shirt. I think Dan's probably XL. This is a large?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Dan might need an XL, a double X.
Double X?
Double X.
Okay.
But we have other stuff.
Okay.
So Dan, I think you've won twice, and I owe you something. Here, I think you won like back-to-back pod caddies, so I'm gonna consolidate all the pod caddies and give you something really cool. I'm gonna see Dan and Dewey out at the and everybody else. Who else is gonna be out there at that Paintball Explosion big game next weekend? Decay of Wit Nations this weekend. Let me cue up this little video so you guys can have a look at this. In case you're on the fence about playing one of these big games with us. I know I showed this video last year after I got back, and I'm excited to show you guys more videos like this. And obviously, if you guys... Did I not send that to myself? Where'd that video go? Maybe I didn't send it. Let me get this video up here. I hope that I get to play more or get more of these types of videos with you guys. Maybe some of you Champs Club members or other players are going to be out there. I'm gonna send it into the woods and do some serious work out there. Oops. Hold on. What do we decide on flipping this video? What do I push again?
Oh, the wheel by the 206.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Dude. You are on it. All right. So we'll play this here on the side. This is great. Turn the volume up. Enjoy. This will be kind of a little send off here, as I was in the woods. Enemies to my left, enemies to my right, behind, in front. There must have been 100 dudes. And here I am with my trusty steed, my free flow autococker. Just every so often. Just giving a couple shots at the dome. You gotta turn it up on yours so you can just hear it. It's really funny.
Red. Don't take that red. That ain't red then. That's blue.
Yeah, I'm not getting hit. They don't know where I am. I ended up just having to call myself out because I ran out of paint. Yeah, I was saying that there were guys who would like try to sneak up on me. They're like, okay, he's in there, and then but they were walking on like little twigs.
Yeah.
You know, and so it was like snap, 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 and I just turn around and then they'd be really quiet, and they couldn't see me because they didn't know exactly where I was.
Yeah.
And they'd take a couple more steps, and I just let them have it, just pumping their guts. That was at Decay of Nations at SC Village this weekend. Next week, I'll show you a video of Clowns versus Zombies, where in the final battle, I probably shoot 100 people. No joke. And they were all like trying to get the slapsticks, and you're just letting. Dude, it was pretty good. And again, they didn't know where I was, and I was actually pretty close. Like a lot of those guys, you can't quite see where the camera was, but a lot of those guys was like me to the surfboards right there.
Yeah.
They had no idea, and I'd just like wait until they'd walk by because they'd forget about you, you know? They're like, oh, there was somebody in there. When they all started shooting, they were like, oh, he must be dead. And then they were just kind of like meander closer, and then you just stand up and go, whoop, 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 whoop. That was my cell phone. That was my cell phone that I was using right there. Not advisable, but we're gonna see how this iPhone 16 holds up in the bushes.
I saw one of those new GoPro
I
clips.
know.
That was cool, where it showed the communication of that final match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Those are good.
It was like Kirill, then I went to Malloy, and then I went to Kirill.
Yeah, Darren and Go Sports are doing a really good job with that. So hopefully they release more content like that. And they got that new GoPro coming out. I think it's out actually. So those things are just even better now. Did you guys, by the way, if you haven't seen, did you see that video I put in Drop Top of that guy skydiving with a wakeboard on in Dubai, landing in the wave pool?
No.
Woo! Best video you're ever gonna see. Probably the sickest thing. It's on Instagram, on Red Bull's Instagram. I want you guys all, when you log out of here, to go check that out. That was probably, I'm gonna show this to you right now, just so you can just watch it like in real time.
Well.
And just, you gotta look at it like this, so you can see, everybody can see your face.
Damn, with no parachute either.
No, he just
kidding,
like, yeah, he ripped the parachute off. Red Bull's Instagram, this is as good as it gets. That's my dream, what this guy's doing right now. I've gone skydiving one time, and it was a complete disaster.
That's
It was
really cool.
it was an absolute disaster, and I crash landed pretty hard, and I think I still have back problems as a result. So, all right, guys, thank you all very much for tuning in again and sticking with us the whole episode. This was a really cool one, and okay, you can turn it off.
Don't look at me like that was on my Instagram. I don't know. It just went to the
But
next
yeah,
video.
Chris, I am still alive. So yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you to all of our sponsors and show supporters, Pate Smith Law, Gen X Global and Arfan, Alex FRAIGE with HORMESIS, Junior and Gina over at BFPGear.com, and the boys over at NECTR. Really appreciate everybody's support throughout this, and everybody who also is a part of the channel, everybody who likes, watches, and consumes paintball content. Shout out to Kyle and Tigerwear. If you guys need anything designed, jersey designs, we can get that done. So we'll see you guys next week. If you're going to be at Decay, I'll see you out there. And if you're in Chicago next week, I will see you at Paintball Explosion. Otherwise, we'll see you at World Cup, WCPPL. I don't know. We'll
Next Tuesday?
we'll see you next Tuesday,
See you next
4
Tuesday.
p.m.
Woo.